Greetings, ladies and girls, guys and girls, ladies and girls. Yeah, this is the first stream in I think forever, but I just wanna go through a bit of the Den Heist on stream. So for about an hour, I'm just gonna chill, just gonna work on the Den Heist, and yeah. Let that be that. Cool. Apologies for if the mic is bad. I haven't set anything up, so we roll with it. We roll with it as is. As is. Okay. Hope you can see that. That's just the project overview as it stands. Right now we're debugging, and we're going to go through all of the stages and just make sure that everything does what it's supposed to do. Episode objectives, don't worry about that. We're going to be working on other tasks. Okay. Right, just chill, having some lo-fi music, just do our thing. Okay, we can close that, or minimize it at least. Right, let's get into the code itself. Also, I'm going to spend some time figuring out what's going on in the code itself, and then I'm going to be looking at other things. So I just want to launch the server real quick. Okay. Right. The last time we spent a moment or two trying to figure out why the minigame wasn't triggering. Then we got the minigame to trigger, but could not successfully unlock the door and use it, right? Now, I'm sure test DH I think in some episode we definitely hold up, let me actually move my camera. That's not what I wanted to move. Oops. Camera. Let's get it over the side. Okay. Because as you're on stream, it's kind of scrunched by my little logo overlay. Anyway, that's not the point. Okay, but what I'm trying to figure out is where we tested the doors. It's the targeting system. Okay. Door zones. local doors, global state of doors. Let's search global state. Okay, update door state, local doors are global state of doors. Right, we got a source, door name, door hash, lock state. Trigger client event, update door state, update door state. So let us search that in our client. Okay, this is inside door. This specifically would be our entrance door, and let's look at this. Trigger event, client trigger minigame, args function success. If success, then we just said if it's supposed to trigger alarm, then we'll trigger a specific event to trigger a notification to the police. Then we trigger a server event. Trigger heist. Now let's see real quick. We've taken a source, door name, door hash, and a lock state. So maybe let us just give it a source, sauce, tomato sauce. Give that a source. So see, I think over here we need to do client update door state. Okay. Right. Save that out. Let's see if I can connect to a local server. Right, but in the meantime, let's clean up some code here. Okay, what I am thinking of doing is definitely not having audio enabled in Fiverr, that's for sure. Cool. I want to copy this out so that I can get into here. If we are enabling debug, I want to print minigame has maybe do completion status. Call it minigame success, so that over here we can do failure just as a test. Right. Okay. Then I'm going to show you my location. Let's do a nice revive so that's all clear. Right. Let's start our little script. Obviously we'll need to adjust the time. 9 PM. I have absolutely no idea why frames are tanking. Unlock door. Of course we'll start with an error. Undefined reading length. But it doesn't tell us anything, does it? It doesn't tell us anything.
Hey, what's happening, Joe? I just got my box set of classic college games from the 80s.
It's weird that the wireframes are still there. Anyway, that's fine. That's fine. Remember, the doors only lock if the script is started. So let's think.
Let's go down to the range later and fire off a few rounds.
Let's think.
Okay.
I don't know if my stream is streaming properly. I don't know. Check YouTube, bro. Check YouTube. Why mom, I'm on TV. Let's not see us go. Okay, it is updating, but what I do want to do is the following. Maybe do that. Where do I adjust settings here? Title, let's just call it. Okay, for a split second. Door state. Glow mini games. Right, so. Config, customize. We had grid size. Time limit. Lives. Do not select all, bro. Okay. We'll see if it works. I think maybe I didn't. Again, very uncool type. Look, not cool, man. Not cool, bro. Not cool. Figured it out. Okay. Spot. Yeah, cause
I told you to call me later. Hello?
me. We've got different mini games, right? We've got
You're getting on my nerves.
Path.
Okay, I gotta go.
Right. We've got Path, Spot, and Math. Right. Path is grid size, etc., etc., etc. So we could just do that. Instead of Spot, we do Path, because obviously Spot does not understand these settings. Duh. Okay, start mini games. Start Den Heist. That should work, right? And I recognize the user. Okay, so fantastic. Connection successful. Access granted. Now, police have been notified. Minigame success. Minigame requested. That should be fine. But the door is not unlocked,
Hey, man.
and that's a problem.
So what are you thinking about tomorrow night, huh?
Right. Because you've got errors. Heist triggered by null. So that is obviously an issue. Okay, so server trigger heist. We'll figure it out. We will figure it out. Trigger heist function only takes in the source. Right, and then obviously over here we need to give it a source. So you can't not give it anything. Client trigger heist, server trigger heist. Let's give it self. I don't know why it doesn't allow us to do self, but anyway. It's not overcomplicated. Client. Okay, let's save that out. But you see, we trigger the server. And we never trigger the client. But that's fine. We are just getting the script done and working. So let's do restart. Fantastic. Just check on the server. That's fine, let's restart that. That's just my server files, artifacts that are not updated. Oh, come on then. Minigame success. Let's see. Still got a server main door 134. Door system, door state. SU main 134. Door system set, door state, door hash 2 number lock state. Attempt to call a null value. Either door hash or lock state. That is the problem. So what we'll do is we'll copy the debug line. Do just one is necessary. One is all it takes. Let's do door hash. So it'll print it in console before executing it. That way we'll know why it's not wanting to do what it's supposed to do. Reminder for you guys. Remember to hydrate. Okay. Heist Script door hash. It's perfect. Lock state is 0. Perfect. But where's the null value? Is it because lock state is 0? Dude, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, it worked perfectly fine before. So, I believe, not the community, but I get into the course. This one. Door state, door system set or get. Set door state, door hash, an integer, which is the state, and then request door force update. Okay. Where was it? Server main. Server main. Okay, obviously cannot assign number to parameter integer. Optimal type cannot match integer. Type null cannot match integer. So maybe let's take out toNumber. This function requires 4 arguments, but instead it's receiving 2. Let's save it as is. Maybe the fact that I was trying to do the toNumber thing, obviously it makes logical sense if you think about it in a coding point of view. Come when it's dark. Your mom to you, babe. Still not. Okay, no errors client side, but we'll probably yes. Attempt to call a null value door system door state. They can do two integer. Fantastic. Let's do that. Let's give that a try. My cool value, yes, it is lock state. We don't have the math locale.
Hey, amor. Buy some things for a date night? Well, you could always dress up like a sexy secretary or something. Oh, that's nothing to do when you're looking like Stacy from work. The goddamn mechanic, though.
I don't know, I'm trying to figure out how we can make this work. How can we make it work? How can we make it work? Come on then. Attempt to call a null value. We'll stick with two number lock state, right? Then we won't request anything and we'll force update. Right? Because yeah, I mean, door ID, door locked, and 100, Y and 100. Does it make a difference? Maybe. Okay, it's only client side. Server, toggle door, player joining. So here's what I'm thinking. This is client side. So we update the global state and we update the door state client side. Okay. I'm smiling because I'm stupid. And we just do 2-number lock state. Save it out because the function is obviously only client side. I should have checked when I was writing the bloody program. If you want to know too, over here at the top I cycle between them. So obviously API set, you can select all server or client. But if you select all and you just go through them, it'll tell you over here what namespace it is and what API set it is. So obviously it tells me, bro, it's client, but my brain, you know, I was like, now we're gonna make this work on the server side as well. Alas, I didn't. I did restart it, didn't I? I did. Okay. Right, so when it comes down to it, it works. Just because I was a bloody idiot. Okay, police have been notified. I can't remember, did we put a target system on these? No. Crack safe. We'll have to fix that just so it doesn't stick through the wall, because otherwise you can crack the safe without even entering the place, you know? Unlock door. Same story. Oh my dear lord. Yeah. Bro. So from 1 to 9, 1 plus 2 minus 3 is equal to 0. It's 3 minus 2 plus 1. No. No. I don't know. 3 minus... No. Maybe do 4 minus 1 times 7. And we do 4 minus 2. No, 4 minus 6 plus 2. 6 minus 3 plus 5 gives you 8. 5 plus 3 is 8 minus 6. It's 2 though, but I don't really understand. So anyway, times 7. That's crazy. Eight minus 1 times 3. And then 1 plus 4 times, but we already used 1. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Let's just make it easy on ourselves, please. Okay. Computer hack. Update or state client. Okay, stage 1. Add target model. Search box. Okay, obviously we didn't do that. Yeah, right. Oh, we need to go to config customize. Office door, please. May it be a path game. Path. Path, bro. Path. Maybe just half the time. Easy. Right, so let me check here real quick. Okay. We are inside door 1. Right. Current door name, door hash, and minigame. If the heist is triggered already, someone beat you to it, and we cancel out of it. Right. If it's the correct time, we go through all these things. Okay. And then there's stage 2, but events. Events. Okay, trigger stage 1. Trigger stage 1, trigger stage 3. Right, inside door 1, update the door states, and we will trigger an event to trigger stage 1. Right, now we get to the second door. If it was successful, we'll trigger stage 3. Okay, config, office, doors, door, interactions, safe. Position, heading. Let's just search safe. Safe crack. Minzy, max Z. Length of the box zone and width. So let's do 0.9 and 0.9. Hopefully that fixes the size issue of the box. Okay. Restart the den heist. Fantastic, bro. Enter Prissy. And we get a nice, easy test. Okay, once we're in here, we are supposed to have triggered our respective heist. Okay, it has not worked, but we can crack the safe. Okay, well, let's not get to that yet. I think unlock this door. I only just made it. Crazy. Crazy. Okay. Index and null value. Fuel. Server main 130. So, bro. Server main 130. Doors, door name. Is there apparently let's do 7.5 and 7.5. Save that out. Let's do S3 models. What? Interaction type target. That was a test thread. Stage object interactions dot models. Okay, hold up. Config customize. Okay, we've got stage 1 dot models. S1 models. Let me just S1 models stage 1 models. The fact that I've got to figure out my own code after the fact. Crazy. Get stage 3 models. Right, so stage 1 models. Export clients, icon, label, stage 3. So we don't ever use... Okay, but this is a test thread. X target, we don't need that. Okay, so S1 models, stage 1, icon, and this is supposed to be the test thingy, right? So yeah, we're gonna do S3. Should sort it out, but I don't know how much. Right, now let's figure out the issue with the door over here. With the safe crack. Trigger stage 1, no. Indoor 2, right, current door name. Obviously it didn't work. Office. How do I do that? I just did it 3 times. So I'm just doing this so that I can look at it a bit easier. Okay, see doors dot dh office door hash door minigame. So we go over here, go to doors, door name, door hash, model hash, coordinates, lock state, event, etc. Door name, door hash. It is. That's what it is. DH entrance, DH office. DH office. Same thing. Same exact thing. Same thing. Exactly the same thing. Okay, we'll give it another go. Restore and then and server time. Install no models. Am I? I'm not changing any settings, it seems. Null value in what field? In what field? 130. What field? Bro. Global state of doors. Find. There's 2 doors, dude. There's literally 2 doors. 2 doors. Maybe I need to stop the script and then restart it.
I bought 285 last weekend. Totally.
Let's see if we are successful this time. Nope. No, we are not. That kind of sucks, I'll be honest with you. So I figured out the one door, I'm sitting with another door. Okay. Right now I'm looking for a resource. Standalone. Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. Is it a command? I'm sure it's a command. ID gun. Wow. Customize 83114157. It's exactly the same. 83114157. Same thing. So that's fine. The vector. It's good too. But I don't think it's got a proper name. I don't know what else I can do here. Obviously I'll be able to unlock this door without going through the other one because we haven't set up stage requirements. Same story. Okay. I didn't see that. No slot found containing item glass. I nearly exited the server. That'd have been a real big mess, right? So, server's doing what it's supposed to be doing. But what's happening is office unlock. Stage 2, stage 1, okay, items, door unlock, office unlock, glass, computer hack, etc, 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 remove true, remove true, remove true. Okay, now I have 15 glass. Okay. Now we should be rocking. Please. Such a minor oversight, but I don't know why it triggers the minigame even though I don't have class in the inventory. Okay. No slot found containing item glass. Still locked. At least it found the item. But again, attempt to index a null value. What's the null value, bro? What is the null value? I don't even know if that'll work. We'll see. Nope. I have got absolutely no idea. In any case, thank you guys for watching, I appreciate it. That's all the time I have right now. As the days progress, I'll continue working on it. I just want to get it into a working state and then we can call it a day. Because that's kind of all I want to do. But the thing is, I'm struggling, bro. I'm struggling. It's been so long since I've been scripting. And it's showing, it's showing. I keep forgetting stupid small things, and obviously I don't know what I coded before. So I gotta figure it out again and again and again. But we'll sort this out. We will sort it out. Let's just leave that as lock state. And then yeah, and then we call it that. Fantastic. Okay. Guys and girls, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. That's who we'll call the stream tonight. But Soon we'll have another one. Have a fantastic evening.